this video we will learn about professional tax. Introduction. The respective state governments in India levy the professional tax on income from profession or employment. The professionals earning an income from salary or other practices such as a lawyer, teacher, doctor, chartered accountant, etc. are required to pay professional tax. In case of salaried and wage earners, the professional tax is liable to be deducted by the employer from the salary, wages, and the same is to be deposited to the state government. In case of other class of individuals, this tax is liable to be paid by the employee himself. The tax calculation and amount collected may vary from one state to another, but it has a maximum limit of 2,500 Indian rupees per. Professional tax registration and returns. Professional tax registration is mandatory within 30 days of employing staff in a business or, in the case of professionals, 30 days from the start of the practice. Professional tax needs to be deducted from the salary or wages paid amount. Application for the registration certificate should be made to the assessee's state tax department within 30 days of employing staff for his business. If the assessee has more than one place of work, then application should be made separately to each authority with respect to the place of work under the jurisdiction of that authority. If an employer has employed more than 20 employees, he is required to make the payment within 15 days from the end of the month. However, if an employer has less than 20 employees, he is required to pay quarterly, i.e. by the 15th of next month from the end of the quarter. Documents required for professional tax registration: certificate of incorporation, LLP agreement MOIA and AOA PAN card of company, LLP, proprietor, owner, director NOC from the landlord, where the business is situated, passport size photos of proprietor, owner, director address and identity proof of proprietor, owner, director details of employees and salaries paid, additional registrations and licenses. Consequences of violation of professional tax regulation. The actual penalty depends on the respective state professional tax laws. Businesses might have to pay penalty, late fee or interest for non-registration, delay in tax payments and non-filing of returns within the specified due date. For instance, the Karnataka state government charges an interest of 1.25% for any late tax payments, whereas West Bengal charges 12% per annum. Penalties related to professional tax registration. See the table below. For example, professional tax of 1 lakh is delayed by 12 months. Then the simple interest payable is 1,250 and a penalty of 10,000. Total equals 11,250. Maximum penalty for delay in payment of 1 lakh rupees for a year and return filing also delayed equals 12,250. Exemptions in professional tax. The following individuals are exempt from paying professional tax: parents or guardians of children with a mental disability or permanent disability, and individuals suffering from a permanent physical disability including blindness, any individual of above 65 years, members of the forces as defined in the Air Force Act 1950, the Army Act 1950 and the Navy Act 1957, including members of auxiliary forces or reservists serving in the state, temporary workers employed in the textile industry, women exclusively engaged as agents under the Mahila Pradhan Kshetriya Bachat Yojana. Procedure for professional tax registration. The procedure for professional tax registration depends from state to state. Further, returns must also be filed at specified intervals depending on the state's requirement. Professionals, employers seeking professional tax registration shall follow the below mentioned procedure. The applicant must file the application form and the requisite documents. The applicant needs to submit the application with the necessary documents to the concerned state government. A copy of the same should also be submitted to the tax department. On receipt of an application, the tax authority shall scrutinize the application to ensure that all the information is correct. Issue of registration certificate. The authority will issue the registration certificate after successfully scrutinizing all the documents. Professional tax applicable states across India. Table is given below. Professional tax due dates, all states. Table is given below. Thank you from Option and Ideas.